What is up, guys? We're gonna be playback trading February 25th. We just finished 26th, which was the Friday that week. Now we're doing the day before Thursday. And yeah, a ton of stuff to learn. I mean, we learned it all, but it's just a matter of being able to think straight and applying it every single time, which is absolutely difficult. I think day trading is this, especially with this strategy, because we take literally every second entry. We don't wait for patterns. Mainly because of impatience, I guess, but maybe putting patience into this somewhere somehow. But I think if we can learn everything that I think that I'm okay with the trades that we can't figure out why it didn't work out. But if we take a trade and we know for a fact the other way is the way you're supposed to do it, like the overall trend was up or the overall trend was down, I'm okay with those. I just hope it doesn't happen so consistently to the point where you just make up for the fact. I think that's what we've been doing, just making up for the fact of all our losses, which has convinced us that we actually have a pattern or something to trade here, like a strategy or whatever. This could be a completely delusional. So far, it has been, but I'm a little confident that we have it figured out. We just have it's a matter of applying it and putting it in and using FOMO as an actual tactic, because I think that's going to be the biggest key here, just putting FOMO into the picture and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and just load this back up. Yeah, didn't do too well on live trading 2 videos back. Gotta watch that if you haven't already. Alright, so that one's a pretty easy one. It's just overall trend up. Selling there is the best option. You have this level of resistance that if you broke past it, something would happen, but there's no clear level of resistance. You had this one, broke past it, then you had this one that only tested once. So I don't know what the hell we were doing, but selling there is the best option, obviously. Did you hear anything I said? Was I not recording? Let me say it again. Just overall trend is up. Selling there is the best option. Swing low, first entry, second entry. I thought you had this level of resistance here, but you didn't, because I mean, you have that level of resistance and you pushed up that level of resistance, and it's not a really good one either. You kind of pushed up, kept pushing up above it every single time, so it's not a good one. And yeah. All right, goodbye. Think so? Yep. I was originally going for a sell there, but as you can see, that was a very good buy. Here's the interesting thing about this trade. We kind of learned something, and this is super important, which you're going to have to put into the market. Overall trend is down, right? It's a trending day, and that's something to take into consideration, because now we got a spike in this direction, but we don't treat it like a spike. When you have a spike in that direction but doesn't necessarily have FOMO, you treat it as the overall downtrend. There's going to be a lot more FOMO, but you don't treat it like FOMO. You don't treat it like a spike. You treat it like an overall downtrend. So when you get a big move in the direction of the overall trend, in this case the overall trend is down, when you get a big move in that direction, especially after a move that market looks like it's reversing, but then you get that big move down, ton of people is going to start chasing that market, so that makes the overall trend down. And so overall trend is down, you want to go for a buy there. So good trade. This just got fun all of a sudden. I've been kind of depressed with all this day trading stuff, but it's getting kind of fun again. Maybe because I got bored of all the other games I've been playing, like Valorant. Yeah, that's all I've ever been playing. And plus, Kuna's not streaming, so I can't watch any GTA or anything. That's all I really want to watch right now. Alright, this is a tough one. I kind of want to stay out of it, but let's see. Yeah. So overall trend is still down, believe it or not. Because you have this level of resistance, the push down, people are still trying to push the market with the overall trend down. So that's just enough support to say overall trend is down. So going there for buy, but you want to be able to even enter that trade. Oh, wait, hold up. Swing high first entry, second entry, selling there would have been the best option instead of in this low. So you could have potentially still entered that. Swing high first entry, second entry, overall trend is up. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like the fact that it stopped us out there. That's alright. So yeah, what do we do about that? We were right, but just not right enough. Overall trend is down at this point. Overall trend is up at this point. Overall trend is down at this point. Or up. Down, up. Yeah, so overall trend is down, so you buy. Overall trend is up at this point, you sell. Okay. Got it. I said I had a feeling we were gonna get stuck, but no. Overall trend is down, ton of support there, pushing the market down. Yeah, easy clap. Swing low first entry, second entry. Let's see. Can we take a position here? Pushed on up, so that means overall trend is up. So you would actually go for a sell here. Actually, it's kind of turning into a range day. It has been a range day since at least like 6 o'clock. You see how sideways it is. Could be potentially a range day since we're trading back up to these highs, but swing low first entry. I think it actually pushes up first here and then pushes down here. So you would have got triggered somewhere here. Yeah, never mind. And you would have been selling. So I guess technically we could still get in this trade, right? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Pretty sure it pushes on up. Yeah. Oh. I'd go for a non-obvious sell here because the overall trend is up because you did break above this guy right here just a tad bit. Oh, it looks like you would have got stopped out. So it looks like it's turning into a range day. Interesting. So I guess if it looks like a range day in the beginning and it tries to turn into this trending day, but then you start pushing back into a range, it could slowly morph back into a trending day. So that means overall trend would be down. You would about there and about there. So we're going to treat this as a range day. I think I switched up my words there on accident. Ooh, could be back into a trending day though. It's a little bit too big of a move for me, but let's see. Nice. So yeah, the move was a little bit too big for me to say there's FOMO because a ton of people are going to suspect some sort of correction. And plus we didn't break below this guy either. And even if we did, that move was just way too big, so I like to buy there. No FOMO, just overall downtrend. Since it's a range day, we're going to treat this with a ton of support. So overall trend is up, meaning we sell. Let's see. Or is it a range day? Looks like it is. Nice. Let's go. Oh wait, we got it. Nice. All right, so that was kind of lucky. We broke below this level of resistance, and it's a trending day. I mean range day. So ton of FOMO, I suspect, in that move right there. So just due to the fact we broke below those lows, and it could potentially keep pushing back all the way down to these lows. So good trade, I think. However, this could end up being a trending day as well if we continue to push lower, so gotta watch out for that. Then you gotta swing low, first entry, second entry. I think this is our signal bar. Overall trend would be up because you have all that resistance, so you would actually go for a sell here. I don't know if it actually works out. Probably not. Maybe we could still get in this. And oh, we did. Nice. I don't think we would have got stopped out. That happened way too fast. Let's see. So we sold right here. And our stop would be right here at 95 3/4 up here, and this bar never comes to it. We would have got triggered on this bar, so unless it pushed all the way up there and then pushed down, which I doubt, we would have got that scalp either way. Nice. What? We're almost hitting our goal? No way. I doubt that. All right. Just one of those things. We didn't break through this all the way, and even if we did, it wasn't a level of resistance, so it's tested a lot. It was just a low, so it's just an overall downtrend. So we go for the buy there, no FOMO, because for one, it's a really big move, and there's a lot less people entering the trade because there's hesitation. People are suspecting a correction, and for two, you have these lows that you tested. You did break below them, but you broke below them every single time you pushed down. So that low is no longer valid because we kept pushing down below it. It's valid in the fact that if you were going overall trend was up, but not valid to say people have FOMO once you break down below there, because the people who had their stops here got stopped out every single time. And so there's not too many stops there. And then for three, not we already said it was a big move, but you had this low here that was tested, and you could say we passed below it, as you can see, but we just come and tested it. It was a level of resistance that wasn't tested too much. This level up here was tested much more. So, but we already broke past that, and this level of resistance we're not really too worried about. So yeah, this could be FOMO, but we're gonna treat it as overall downtrend. Maybe, I don't know. Looks like a one ticker would have worked. Wait. Oh, we're in the trade. Uh-oh. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, we got it. About a tick. Is that bad or good? That's. Ooh, we got lucky. Oh, we did it. Oh, we got it. Good trade. So overall trend was just down. Yeah. Suppressed our goal, which is kind of cool. Nice. Oof. What? Yeah, that's about right. So it's a overall downtrend, as you can see, and so the breakout doesn't really surprise people. It was only tested once and once here, so it's not a good level of resistance. So no FOMO. Overall trend is just down. I don't know why. What that was FOMO. So you would buy there if that wasn't obvious. But I now feel like there's a good sense of FOMO, but maybe not. Let's go for a buy here. Yeah, there is. There is a good sense of FOMO because the reason why is the fact that you can't even push up and make a new high to test the top of this channel, if you can see it, sort of. And you can't push up, so it's the fact that it keeps on pushing down. So people all are selling. People want to sell because there's no sign of or indication that you're going to come back to the highs, which is why now there's FOMO. So selling there is actually the best option. So one ticker, seller, right there. That was a trade here, and a swing high. First entry, second entry, push down lower first, then it pushed up. Looks like overall trend is down, so you just buy. Yeah, pretty easy trade. The buy there would have worked, but we bought the wrong spot. Fast forwarded a bit too fast. Overall trend is just up. Selling there is the best option. Ooh, can we still get in this? Oh wait, that's supposed to be a buy. Hello. I thought I was supposed to do this, but it was a sell here instead. Nice. So the reason we're going for a buy there, and I think it's the best option. Oh no, it looks like the sell there was the best option. So it was just an overall uptrend. Sell there, any sell, non-obvious or an obvious. But I went for a buy because it was kind of a push back into this direction with the overall trend down. So yeah, and that carries a lot more weight. So overall trend was down there. Nice, good sell. So the reason we sold there is because there's FOMO in this direction. The reason there's FOMO is because this market looks like it's not going to correct at any time. So people are hopping on the bandwagon. So selling there is actually the best option. And I think joining with what everybody's doing is actually what we should be doing technically. Not technically. If there's a ton of sells, then we should, but I don't know. Swing low first entry, second entry, FOMO because you can't even push back up into the high. So that creates the urgent, like, oh my gosh, this market's gonna keep pushing down, and due to that fact, oh my gosh, the market could potentially keep pushing down. Doesn't look like it's gonna correct. That creates FOMO, so selling there is the best option. All right, and in this case, it was just an overall trend down. At this point, it doesn't. You have a little bit of a correction there. If you take a look at the minute chart, but then you have a thought that, oh man, this market could potentially keep pushing down. It does, but then once you get these lows, there's a lot less FOMO. So you have that swing low, kind of a first entry and second entry. Just go for the sell there. Oh, I'm sorry, the buy. Swing high first, but wait, why did it do it like that? We put a buy order here. and it sold up here and bought where we were supposed to, which is weird. It did the exact opposite of what we wanted it to do. I don't know if you saw it, but yeah, that's a buy there. Overall trend is just down. I don't think there's FOMO. I think FOMO is gonna be the thing that we continuously have to put in our vocabulary. Oh, so selling, that was the best option. It looks like the overall trend was up, but it could be FOMO. The fact that it tried to push up and it just keeps pushing down doesn't look like it's gonna correct at any time. So yeah, selling there is the best option. It's just a tough one to look at. But yeah, there's a sense of FOMO in there. So you could potentially sell and say that move has FOMO. Yeah. I could see that. A little bit of a tough one. Yeah. So I don't think there's FOMO here just because it has potential to bounce. But I could be wrong. Could most definitely be wrong. Probably am wrong. Not gonna lie. I think there's a little bit of FOMO now. Maybe not. We only tested that low once in the minute chart. Ooh, yeah, definite FOMO. If you take a look at here, there's a ton of tests here. Maybe not so much on the minute chart, but definitely on here. So definitely FOMO. Definitely it. I feel a sense of FOMO, but I feel like I'm just whipping that FOMO out on there, just everywhere. I'm gonna say no FOMO. Yeah, there's FOMO. No FOMO, let's go. No FOMO, let's go. So good read. I did have a thought that so the reason no FOMO because you have these highs here and you keep pushing up above it. So that's one indication. Another indication is such a big move. So two big indications that there's no FOMO. So good trade. Actually don't know about this one. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. You could say overall trend was down because there's nothing to really indicate the overall trend would be up unless you have these big moves and say, oh, big moves that way. But you did break below this level of resistance or support. I mean, yeah, that's support, and then you break below and you never even test it. So you could say that's invalid for the overall trend to be in that direction, which means you could potentially go for a buy there. A little bit of a weird one, and the reason I went for a sell was because I thought overall trend was up because you have these big moves in that direction, but we haven't been going off of big move equals overall direction. We haven't really been doing that, and as you can see, that one kind of failed on us. So we're gonna treat this guy as a double top, and by doing that, we have a buy here. Overall trend is down, so not really FOMO, no level of resistance or support that we broke through. This one was the only tested one, so you could say overall trend is just down, so you go for a buy. Treating that as a double bottom. Okay, never mind. This is going to be an interesting one. Okay, nice, we got it. So overall trend is just down. Had a level of resistance here, and the main reason it was down from the get is from this bar right here. You have that level of resistance, kind of tested there, but you got a big move in this direction with the overall trend. It's a spike, so since it's a spike, but with the overall trend, that's going to make it an overall downtrend, not really trading as a spike. And after that big move there, overall trend is just down. You just go for the buy. So I think it's a good trade. Yep, pretty good trade, I think. Pretty lucky one. Yeah, good trade, I think. Non-obvious sell could have worked. But yeah, we would buy there. I think there's a lot less FOMO because there's just big moves in both directions, and it does have potential to keep pushing up because it keeps giving that sign of, hey, this could potentially push back into the other direction. Maybe if we were right here, were we right? We were right. Okay, cool. So we were right. It does show signs of, hey, there's a good chance that we might push back into the other direction. But also, you could have gone for a sell there. But I think the buy there is absolutely something you, the thing you want to do, especially since you have a bunch of green bars there. I'm just making that up on the way. But anyway, it does have give you signs all the way through that this market has potential to push back up, even though it hasn't. And so just because of that, you have an overall downtrend. And no FOMO. Just because, yeah, there's a lot of people thinking that this does have more potential to keep on pushing up. So the buy there is absolutely the best because you would have had a great runner there, I think. At least for a second. This will be interesting. What? Oh, we gotta exit the trade if it did it already. Came to our tick and didn't fill us. Yeah. Okay, so the best option there is to buy. Overall trend is down. You had this level of resistance, but you kind of break through it there. You kind of break through it there. You didn't break through it here, but you did. It's an inconsistent level of resistance, especially with the lows being all the way down here. It's a little bit of a tricky one, but yeah. So overall trend is down at that point because you have these spikes in that direction. That's going to create a lot more heftiness to it. So yeah, overall trend would be down. Yeah. All right, let's hope we're right with this one. Nice. Good trade. So just a spike in the overall direction, which creates the overall downtrend, and not a spike. All right, we're gonna end the video there. Way better than the last video. Ton of trades, ton of winners. Ending the day of $53. That's pretty good. Almost double the amount of our goal, which is nice. Yeah, pretty simple trading. We just have to get into the zone, you know. I just want to take a look at some trades. Okay, double take a look on this one. We have the swing low, first entry, second entry. Overall trend is up. We went for the sell. However, you could potentially go for a buy right there. Even though we were correct for the most part, it was unfortunate we got snapped out there. But I honestly wouldn't enter again on a swing high first entry, second entry, non-obvious sell, or even an obvious sell because there's not a lot of resistance there. So selling there on a one ticker. So that's just the one that was kind of unfortunate. Then we had let's see what else. I think we had a sell right here. Even though we're correct for the most part, buying there is actually the best option. Pretty easy reason why is because you have a level of resistance that was tested once, and once again, it's just an overall downtrend. People are suspecting that, so just buying there, no FOMO. This is the best trade there. And once again, right here, it's on this crazy downtrend. It has the potential to keep on pushing down. Never makes a push higher. So swing high, first entry, second entry, one tick entry. Selling there is the best way. Oh no, wait, no, we did that correct. Why did we buy so high? We just bought at the wrong spot. That was it, right? It was just overall downtrend. Buying that is the best option. So yeah, go back through the videos. Keep rewatching it till it's stuck in your brain. Yeah, that's it. Peace out.